Picture this. It's 8:30 a.m. during your freshman year of high school. You've just been dropped off and you're slumped in your math class. The teacher is at the board explaining a complex problem, but your head is heavy and your thoughts are muddled. You are up until 2 in the morning, juggling an essay, scrolling through social media, and desperately trying to finish a history project. Suddenly, you hear your name being called. You jolt awake to find the entire class staring at you. Your face flushes red with embarrassment because you know the answer, but your sleep deprived brain can't form the words. The scenario isn't just a single bad morning, it's a reflection of a daily struggle for millions of students. Long before the final bell rings, students across the country are already running on empty. According to a 2020 report from the Centers for Disease and Prevention, about 7 out of 10 high school students did not get enough sleep on a school night. What was once dismissed as a simple tiredness is now recognized as a serious public health crisis, one with severe consequences for academic performance, mental well being, and overall quality of life. For these reasons, I am here today to persuade you that we must take meaningful and immediate action to address the growing crisis of sleep deprivation among K-12 students in the United States. To understand the path forward, we will first examine the serious effects of chronic sleep loss. Second, we will explore the main causes contributing to this issue. And finally, I will suggest practical solutions that schools, parents, and communities can implement to ensure students can get the sleep they need to succeed. First, let's uncover the true toll this takes. The problem goes far beyond a yawn in first period. The most immediate impact is on academics and mental health. The Los Angeles Times article reports that overtired kids see their grades suffer and they struggle with depression. Imagine trying to learn calculus or write an essay when your brain is physically incapable of peak performance. This isn't an assumption, it's proven. In one study, after a school delayed its start time, the number of students reporting depressed feelings dropped significantly, from 60% to 45%. Their moods improved and they simply felt better. Furthermore, there are alarming physical health and safety risks. Chronic sleep loss is linked to weight gain and a compromised immune system. But most terrifying is the effect on safety. The article highlights that sleep deprived teens get in more car accidents. A study in Virginia found a staggering 40% difference in crash rates between teens in a district with an early start time and a neighboring city with a later one. We are quite literally putting our students in danger by asking them to wake up before their brains are ready. So, why is this happening? The answer is not laziness or poor time management. The root of this crisis is hardwired biology colliding with the rigid schedules. As the Los Angeles Times article explains, we must blame biology, not laziness, for making teens push that snooze button. Here's the science. During puberty, there's a 2-hour shift in when the body releases melatonin, the sleep hormone. This means a teenager's body literally cannot fall asleep until about 11 p.m. It's not that they won't go to bed, it's that they can't. On top of that, their daily low point in alertness shifts to between 5 a.m. and 7 a.m. So when a 7:20 a.m. first bell rings, the biological equivalent of waking an adult at 4 in the morning and demanding they take a calculus test. As sleep researcher Amy Wolfson states bluntly in the article, there's no doubt that schools starting before 8 or 8:15 are too early. You're not going to speak to anyone in my field who is going to say that they're starting at 7:15. Makes any sense at all. The system is fighting a war against biology, and our students are losing. Knowing the severe problems in their biological causes, the solution becomes clear. We must align school schedules with student biology, and this is achievable through a two-part approach: systematic change and community advocacy. The most powerful solution is for school districts to implement later start times. The evidence from schools that have made this change is overwhelming and undeniable. Let's look at the proof. In Minneapolis, high school shifted from start times from 7:15 to 8:40 a.m. The results were immediate. Students were more alert in class, and the cafeteria was calmer. There were fewer fights in the halls, and over time they saw better grades and improved graduation rates. In a New England high school, a shift of just 30 minutes led to dramatic improvements. Teacher reported tardiness dropped by 45%, visits to the health center fell dramatically, and students reported feeling less depressed and irritable. The lead researcher, Judith Owens, concluded virtually every single parameter we looked at changed in the positive direction. The second part of the solution is enforced advocacy. We must take this evidence to our school boards and administrators. We cannot address concerns about bus schedules and sports by pointing to the successful models that already exist. The article notes a crucial fact. Since this discussion began, not one district that made the change has opted to change back. This proves that the benefits far outweigh the logistical challenges. In summary, we have seen that early school start times create a cascade of problems for student health, safety, and learning, all because they conflict with the unchangeable biological reality. The research is clear, and the successful examples are there. Delaying school start times is not out of this world idea, but it is necessary evidence-based correction. So let's remember the words of researcher Mary Cascadon, who reminds us that adolescents sleep is brain food. We have a responsibility to stop starving our students of the rest they need. Let's be the generation that says enough is enough. Let's start school later so our students can start smarter, healthier, and safer. Thank you so much.